Oh, well hello, welcome back. My name's Ben. In case you're new here, I like to do reviews on some of my favorite 3D Blu-ray films, and on occasion some 4K titles as well. Today for review, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp in 3D. I still haven't gotten my copy yet. This is actually on loan to me from a friend. What's up, Hector? He got this from Mexico. I'm not sure which other countries have released it yet, but Mexico has for sure, so if you live close to the border, go make a trip to Tijuana. Um, if you live in the United States, you will have to import this. This is a great movie. As far as the aspect ratio on it goes, it says on the back here 1.78 widescreen. That's not all completely accurate. It does have alternating aspect ratios, so like most of the Marvel movies in the Phase 3 cinematic universe, it will have black bars and switch between full frame. And as far as audio goes, it has 7.1 DTS HD Master Audio. It's 118 minutes, just putting it under 2 hours long. This is a great movie to watch with your friends, family, very kid friendly. And as far as the picture goes, well, let's get into that. I'm pleased to announce that there was no ghosting or crosstalk on this movie at all. The brightness was very good. If I had to give the brightness any stars, I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. I didn't have any issues with that. The depth. For the depth of the 3D picture, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It was layers upon layers consistently all throughout the movie, and it shined especially in the IMAX sequences where it fills up the whole screen. Coincidentally, all of my favorite depth scenes in this movie are also all of my favorite pop-out scenes. Um, it had a very natural way of pushing certain objects out, not to where it was protruding out of the screen and making your eyes cross-eyed, but it was very natural at creating such a sense of depth that the objects in the front of the picture were standing out. So like we have the quantum tunnel where Hank Pym is about to go into the quantum realm. You see the tunnel stretch inward and inward and inward, and the shuttle or whatever he's piloting is just kind of pushed out of the screen there. So that one was really cool. When he goes into the quantum realm, it has a very Doctor Strange kaleidoscope effect. So if you really liked the 3D in Doctor Strange, you'll definitely see a lot of that type of 3D in this one. Any of the scenes where they're shrinking in size, that's also a good example of great depth as well. As far as the pop-out effects go, I'm going to give this one 3 out of 5 stars. And that's not a bad thing. Let's see. Well, I felt that most of the pop-out effects, like I said, were just caused by natural depth. I don't feel like most of them were, how do you say, forcefully pushed out of the screen, although there were some moments where that did happen a lot and it looked great. I'm not bagging on it at all. I think the pop-out was really great in this movie. But when I compare it to some other movies from the Marvel franchise, like let's say Guardians of the Galaxy, or even Infinity War, which I thought had more pop out, I felt like this one didn't have as much. But it was great in the sense that it was evenly distributed throughout the whole movie. And like I said before, with the depth, it really shines in those IMAX scenes. So I don't think you'll be disappointed on that. I'd give you some examples of some good pop out, but pretty much the examples that I gave you for the depth, they're also the same scenes. The only other thing I can think of, in the beginning of the movie, you'll see Ant-Man, the original Ant-Man and the Wasp, flying up to that rocket, and they shoot out some sort of grapple cable, I think, to latch themselves onto the rocket. That part was pretty cool. You see those wires kind of come out of the screen a little bit. So I do not think you will be disappointed at all with the 3D picture of this film. Like I said, no ghosting at all. Brightness was great. As far as the actual picture quality goes, color, contrast, and all that good stuff, it was really good. But I kept thinking about the 4K version that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. I think there was a pretty noticeable downgrade, but it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. But let's see. Colors, for instance. There's certain colors and details that I noticed in the 4K version immediately that I just didn't see in this version. For instance, in the beginning of the movie, the original Wasp, when she's showing her wings come out, I noticed kind of a metallic, turquoise, rainbowy effect on her wings. You don't see that in this. Now, it could be because I'm watching it on 2 different TVs. I have a 65-inch OLED that I watch my 4K movies on, and I have a 60-inch LED that I watch my 3D movies on. So it might be the TV, maybe it's something that I should adjust in the settings. I'm not sure. I don't think I will adjust any of the settings on it because I like the way it looks on all my 3D movies. But that's what I noticed. A little less color in certain areas, certain details were missed out, but hey, that's what you expect. I mean, you have a 4K movie and then a 1080p movie that's a little bit dimmed because of the 3D glasses, so that's natural. But other than that, I thought the picture was really good, very sharp, crisp. As far as audio goes, for the 7.1 DTS track, I'm going to give that one, I'm going to go with 3.5 stars on that one. I was a little bit disappointed with it. I don't know why the Disney tracks on these movies aren't that loud. I have to always turn up the volume pretty high to hear them. That's my only real complaint. As far as the surround effects go, you heard the surround effects in the action scenes, like the car chases, hear stuff exploding and crashing, cars getting flipped over, but it's not loud. It doesn't have that oomph that I would like. And the bass, too. I had to turn the bass up a little bit. So it reminded me a lot of the Dolby Atmos track, except without any overhead effects, obviously. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't horrible. So we're going to go with 3.5 stars for the audio quality. So do I think this is a reference disc? Yes, absolutely. I think that there are more IMAX sequences in this movie than any of the other Marvel movies I've seen, especially towards the last half of the movie. I would definitely use this to demo your 3D TV with. This is a total treat. If you liked this video, please hit subscribe. If not, thank you for watching anyway, and enjoy yourselves.